Most welcome, everyone. Hi, I'm Pete. Who in this room has heard of a chatbot called Swelly before? Okay, that's like 20%, maybe? Okay, that hurts. Speaking of pain, 2 days ago, I went to a hospital in Tel Aviv because I hit my head hard. And the doctors who checked me took me into a room and they asked me a couple of questions. The first question, what brings you to Tel Aviv? So I said, oh, I'm speaking at the Chatbot Summit. So they asked, what's your company? And I said, Swell. So the doctor interrupted me and said, oh wow, so you built Swelly? And I'm like, yes. So he started pitching to the other doctor saying, oh, this is this bot where you can ask questions and you get immediate feedback and your friends reply. And it's so awesome, and I always play it with my friends. So he asked me, remember I was sitting at a doctor in a hospital like this. He asked me, can I take a photo with you? I'm like, sure. So he took a photo of me, sent it to his friends, so I wanted to say thank you to every single one of you in this room, especially to the team of the Chatbot Summit that make bots like Swelly famous. Big round of applause for you guys. Now let me start. This is me, actually 15-year-old me, and this is how most of my nights looked like. A coding night as a self-taught developer where I was developing web stores back in 1999. And I promoted my web stores on eBay back then, selling things like modified PlayStations or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, if anybody knows what that is. And a few years later, I opened a physical brick-and-mortar store selling footwear, clothes, and all kinds of things. And what I did back then is developing a CRM where we would send messages to all of our customers on their birthdays. Now, just think of a number of a conversion rate that you guys think is accurate for getting a 10 euro voucher to going into a store and buying something. I'll give you 10 seconds. Okay, you have something? Okay. It was more than 80%. And this is exactly the opportunity that we see today within the space of messaging, because you reach your audience in a unique way. And let me share a story with you. Nobody gives a shit about your product. Nobody cares what you built unless you ask your audience first what they actually need. So ask your audience questions, and figure out what you should actually build. This is how most products are built today. Some mad scientists, developers, designers are locking themselves in a room, working for a year and spending a lot of money, not talking to a single customer, and just producing some products that they think customers will buy at some point. Now, before I tell you the story behind this thing, let me read the official description. Okay, we have an electric body facial hair remover, full surface device defederer cotton thread epilator. Electric facial hair remover, remove unwanted delicate skin, light illuminate, control with pinpoint precision in all direction, and unlike manual epilator. Easily removes even shortest and finest hair. So this is what people think they built. Their moms are proud and think they're superheroes. They themselves think they're freaking rich because they built something that everybody will buy. Society think they built, an alien product that nobody really knows what it is. And their customers, most importantly, they're just scared. They just think, I'm never gonna touch this thing ever, and I won't let it near my body. So at Swell, we took a different approach. Well, I've been working in fashion for almost all my life, having multiple stores back in Austria. We started talking a lot to people. And we started trying to solve one big problem, which is people are very indecisive when it comes to what to wear or what to buy. And there's a second problem, which is, to me as a shopkeeper, they didn't want to talk, because my opinion is most likely biased and I just want to sell something to them that they know they won't need. So we wanted to create something based on their feedback that we think is good to solve this use case. So we came up with an app where you take 2 photos and share, and within seconds you would get feedback on A or B. Let's say, what should I wear today? What should I buy in the store? Comparing 2 shoes, all kinds of things. Now, the app was exactly what we created because of the feedback that our users gave us. There was only one problem to that. We didn't ask the right questions. We created an app that we grew to about 100,000 users, but then we got stuck because the distribution within apps is really hard. Just think of a friend who asks you a question and sends it to you, and you have to download an app in order to be able to answer it. This requires a big effort. So when Facebook launched an open platform to develop a thing that we call chatbots today, to create something on top of Messenger and other chat platforms, we decided to create a lightweight version of our app and integrate it within Facebook Messenger. Let me show you how it works. This is my daily problem in the morning. Should I wear a cap or style my hair? And within the app, you take 2 photos and share, and the problem then is you're stuck, because you share it, but your friends don't have the app, and there's no way you get fast feedback. Within a bot, we used the same principles and integrated it within Messenger. So no matter where your friends are, they're most likely using one of the big messaging apps, Line, Viber, Kik, or Telegram, and you could spread it super easy, and within seconds you got a feedback because your friends are already on the platform. And about a year later, we had 6 million people using it. We got featured at Facebook's F8 conference as an example for a great consumer bot. And we won some awards like VentureBeat's Bot Startup of the Year in 2016. Just found out today that we won this award again. And the most important part, we had more than 100 million opinions shared within just a year. So 100 million times somebody shared an opinion in order to help people make a better decision. Now, we still had one problem. We are growing fast, we hit 6 million users, but we need to monetize somehow. So how do you monetize a chatbot? What we didn't want to do is creating something with ads. We didn't want to spam our users. We wanted to find a way that's really matching our users' needs and makes the product better. So we thought we'd start helping brands make better decisions too, targeting big consumer brands and the consumer insights department to create something that we call Swellytics. Based on 100 million opinions shared every year and more than 1 million asked questions, where 30% of them contain purchase intent, every 5th is in fashion, a lot are in travel, food, cosmetics, big industries. So we reached out to brands with 2 models. One is an A/B testing, where you compare products and you get immediate feedback and get results that a normal market research campaign would get you in 2 months within only 24 hours, including detailed analytics as a report. The second is, if you are producing products in the design phase, you can simply upload products, including product descriptions. It doesn't matter if it's 5 or 50. We give you a ranking of what will be your top sellers and what are the ones that you shouldn't produce, based on the data we are collecting from our users and matching that data with your existing customer base. Here's how a Swelly report looks like for one of our clients. So they're an energy drink, and they have about 90 million followers on Instagram. And despite the fact that they reached more than 90 million followers on Instagram, they need Swellytics to help them understand what their customers and their users on social media actually like. So by uploading 2 images or multiple images to Swellytics, within a few hours we give them opinions of 5,000, 10,000 people and help them to understand which content to post to what territory. Because Brazil might be very different from Argentina, and Israel might be different from the US, and so on. Now, let's help 1 billion people make better decisions together, and let's bring direct democracy to product development so people actually get what they want and not what people behind brands try to sell to them. If you want to reach out and have any questions, add me on Messenger or directly on Facebook. And in case you want to follow me, this is what I look like from behind.